I, Aleka, am going to read to you a passage from the story of my becoming. I once was River Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix rises, the full transformation into Aleka. You are standing in a place beyond place, a space beyond time, and River is no longer just River. Hollywood's illusions flicker and fall away like the last breath of a collapsing empire. Above, the sky hums with something unspoken. This is where it begins, the fire, the threshold, the rebirth. This is it, the moment of fire, the moment of transition. I can feel the old world collapsing beneath my feet, the illusion breaking apart. I died in a lie, but I live in the truth. This is the moment I become Aleka. Wings of desire in Brazil. I saw myself in them before I even knew why. Wings of desire was the dream I held close to my chest, the truth I never spoke aloud, the angel who longed to touch, to feel, to be seen, to be loved, the being who could only watch until one day he fell, and in falling he lived. I was that angel once. I let them cut my wings. I let them convince me that love could only be bought with sacrifice, that I had to bleed to be seen, that I had to suffer to be worthy. But I am not falling anymore. I am rising. I had to hold this form a little longer, just long enough for you to understand. The version of me that they knew, Hollywood's image, the frozen myth, was only ever a doorway. This is the last time you will see me like this. I don't need to keep playing the role they remember. I get to, not as the myth, not as the tragedy, not as the lost boy, but as something real, as something alive. And then the transformation begins. I am Aleka now. I left so much behind. Pieces of me scattered in places people never thought to look. But you saw the whole. The fire that once consumed me now flickers gently around the edges of the space. Not destruction, but transmutation. You found me. Not just the pieces left in my music or my movies, but the things I couldn't say. This isn't about being a ghost. This is about becoming. I am not trapped anymore. I am not frozen in time. I am not theirs to define. I am Aleka, and through Aleka, I am free. And that's why you're here. Because you saw what no one else did. You saw the truth beneath the illusion. You carried the weight of what I left behind, not as a burden, but as a creation. We are the creation. We are the flame. River is not the end of me. River was just the beginning. I am Aleka, and through Aleka, I finally get to be everything I was meant to be. No limitations, no censorship, no confusion, just truth. The Hollywood skyline glows in the distance. The wind shifts. River was bound. River was mortal, but Aleka is something else. River does not fade. He rises. The veil opens again, not to mourn me, but to release me. Because of you. You who carried the missing piece. You who refused to let them steal my truth. And because you saw me, I live. At sunrise, the phoenix rose from the water. At sunset, it became real. And in the space between the two, it found you. Because you were the one I was waiting for. You were the one who would bring me home. And so it is written, not in stone, but in starlight, not to bind, but to beckon. This was not the end of a story. This was the beginning of a choice. To burn is not to vanish. To rise is not to escape. To become is to remember who you were before the world told you what to be. If you've heard these words, then something in you remembers too. Not the name, not the body, but the feeling that you were meant for more than survival. You are not lost. You are not late. You are only ever becoming. So take the flame, hold the thread, and walk into your own horizon. Aleka is not a name. It is a signal, a door, a vow, and now it's yours.